What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And my wrestling fans, listen up. We got some news for you that's going to change where you can watch WWE RAW. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. In a major shakeup, WWE has struck a deal with Netflix that will see its flagship weekly live pro wrestling show begin airing exclusively on the streaming giant beginning in January 2025. That will mark the first time in its 3-decade history that Raw has not aired new episodes on a regular television channel where you won't have to pay. You can always see it on regular TV. Well, coming January 2025, that will not be the case. Now, the deal is valued at $500 million per year for 10 years, or a whopping $5 billion commitment by the stream giant Netflix. Now, Netflix has the option to opt out after the initial 5 years and to extend for an additional 10 years. Sources say WWE's current 5-year deal for U.S. nights to Raw with NBCUniversal is worth approximately $250 million to $260 million per year. WWE's current deal with Raw was also airing on USA Network, and that deal ends this year, October of this year. Now, according to someone with knowledge closer to the situation, exactly where Raw will air between the end of that deal in October of this year and the beginning of the Netflix deal is still being determined. So again, my wrestling fans, WWE Raw is heading to Netflix January of 2025. And you know, wrestling is a big time entertainment sport, and a lot of fans love it. And this just brings another question that came to my mind when I ran across this article. By the way, I did run across this from Variety. It was one of the sources to report this. I thought about how a lot of sporting events now are going the streaming services way. If you saw a couple of weeks ago, if you was trying to watch that Kansas City, I believe it was the Miami Dolphins wild card game, it was only on it was on streaming. I believe it wasn't Paramount, it was NBC. They were streaming too. And so if you didn't have it, you wasn't able to watch that Kansas City Miami Dolphins game. So you're seeing the NFL has gotten into that. They one of the first professional sports leagues to start this streaming deal with the Amazon Prime, with the Thursday Night Football. Now we have pro wrestling, WWE Raw heading over to Netflix. So it's a change in landscape for the way that consumers now watch are going to be given professional sports, where now you really going to have to pay. So I like to know what you guys think about this, wrestling fans. WWE Raw heading over to Netflix. Is it a good thing for you? Most people do have Netflix, but some don't want to have to do that. I'd like to know what you think about that and sports in general. What's your thoughts on now? A lot of the sporting giants are getting into the streaming game, which is making it a little bit more difficult for the consumers. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, talk to me, and subscribe to the channel. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.